Oh, so excited. Happy hatching. Now to see if our eggs have made it. Let's see. Let's go digging. Okay, here's one. You see it in there. There we go. Okay, so it's really bright in here. We're just going to let them rest before we candle them to check on how well their air sacs stayed intact. But we're going to let them rest here for the night, and then they go in the incubator tomorrow morning. Did you get into something itchy, Maple? I did chew myself, but if it's stinging nettles, no thank you. Y'all, what's going on here?
Well, we were cleaning out the white shed because we were bored and already cleaning. Yeah. So
This is like the result of spring cleaning, so it gets messier before it gets better?
we cleaned this up.
All right. Well, let's see the progress of what we're doing.
Oh, we're done.
You're done?
Yeah. We've been doing it
right.
all morning. This is the medicine cabinet that we created.
Oh, okay.
The sink with algae and white rocks.
To prevent stuff from going down the drain?
Yep.
Smart.
And we have a drain so we can give the ducks
So this
baths.
is all your like random cleaning stuff and
Yeah. We have some soap up here with another scrubber.
to
and
wash
we
your
scrub
hands.
And look
We
behind
scrubbed the
you,
sink.
there's 2 bags of hay.
For the rabbits.
And then in here is the chick feed.
Very
we store
good.
And then
And what do we do with this rabbit pen?
we turned it into a chick brooder.
We made it into a brooder.
And made it paradise.
Because 5 brooders in your house is too many brooders in your house. But this actually works out really well. They put all the feeders and waterers over a grate, so it helps with the mess. The ducks are dry.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be getting
Yeah.
along.
Oh, we gave them a bath again. Yeah, we gave them
Nice.
a bath today, and look how
Did
soft
you guys create
they
a
look.
little pond over there?
Yes.
That is so cute.
We
I
had to
love
put
it.
that red lid right there because this was so elevated that they could
Oh,
go
slip
out.
through. Yeah.
We gave
That
them a
is
bath.
awesome. You guys did so good. So this was our plan all along, to make this the brooder shed. And we just have a heat lamp clipped up there so it can't come off. And the cord is so tight and wrapped around, kind of like safety measures. But we're going to do a few more things to make it a little safer. Eventually we'll have a beam going across here to where the lights will actually be like attached. But this is awesome, guys. It works out great. And then this is just continued storage for feed and supplies.
There's a towel for drying the ducks off when they're done with their bath.
Okay.
And then all the medicine.
Yeah, what's in there? Like the bloat treatment, cord stuff, electrolytes, vitamins, all that good stuff.
Syringes.
What's in the
All
bottom?
medicine
Anything
you
yet?
would need. No.
Cool. Oh, the eye ointment,
And then,
a few other things, scratch stuff, ear mites or something.
yeah.
Cool.
And then we have some
I'm really proud of you guys. You did a great job. Mommy has been out of commission. I have been in bed for days on end with food poisoning.
Your little...
Oh, you're not going to want that in here. That's a mason bee house.
Oh.
Although they're stingless, they're not going to move in here probably. So we'll put that outside somewhere.
It's mostly for decoration. We'll
Yeah,
take
turn the
it
light off.
Oh. Night, guys.
So I have been out of commission.
Come see the outdoor rabbit pen.
Okay.
We cleaned that too. So I dug a little trench because the sink that's in there, it has like a pipe and it would go down, but it would flood this entire area and make their cage.
Oh, yeah.
So I dug a little.
So this is just temporary too until we can get...
That has their food in it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, come around. You can
What are
see
you guys
better.
doing? Oh, I like your little DIY hay feeder.
Uh-huh.
That's a good idea.
And then it's upside down so they can't get in it.
Great job.
I cleaned out their cage today, but as you can see, it didn't really do anything.
Well, it doesn't last very long, but that's okay. I'm really proud of you guys for taking care of things while Mommy was
Here. We've
in
been
bed.
out here all morning.
So you guys can take a break. Someone love me.
Puppy dog goat problems.
What are you doing, buddy? You getting a snack? That's good.
Maple can warm. Look at Maple.
Oh my goodness.
She has Zoe's blanket
Very fashionable.
on. She's like, oh,
I feel a design coming on. Maple in a leopard coat.
She might be pooping. Sorry.
What's the matter, baby? We've been up to something. What could it be? Well, 5 out of 6 survived the male, so hopefully we can get these babies to hatch. So what's your guess, guys? Again, for size reference, what is that? What do you think? We're gonna let them rest, get their air sacs a little more secure in case they got messed up during shipping, and into the incubator they go. So I'm actually going to put them in the incubator, just enough to hold them upright, but not turn the turners on. I just want their air sacs to settle a little bit, and then we will move them over to this incubator where they can side lie and incubate. Look how much bigger they are. That's hilarious. The eggs were so big I had to move them into the center because the heating coils wouldn't shut. So funny. Okay, so what do you guys think about getting another buckling, another goat?
Yes. Yes. I don't even know why you asked that question because, duh, I want another goat.
I was thinking, if Nigel wouldn't have made it, we would have been in a situation where we couldn't have continued breeding our Nigerian dwarfs unless we bought another buck. Well, throughout the year, we don't always have money sitting around to just buy like well-bred pure goats, you know what I mean? So I thought that while we had some extra funds, maybe now would be the time to invest in a second one that is about the same age as Nigel, and that way they can grow up together, and we always have a backup plan in our breeding program. Does that make sense? I mean, am I just justifying buying another goat, or does that make sense?
Makes sense. Other one.
Justifying buying another goat?
Yep. Mostly both.
So on one of the nights that maybe was particularly rough, where I just didn't know if Nigel was going to make it, we had been going through this whole like medicine regimen, and come to find out we were not dosing him strong enough. So basically we were keeping him alive, but he wasn't getting better. So cue all of my guilt, which it wasn't like a mistake or anything. It was us just saying like, hey, less is more. You know, we're not very like medicine friendly in our family, so we just did like the lowest dose possible, but come to find out, like, that's just not enough for goats, and it wasn't curing the issue. So we figured out the correct dosage, to give him, and we started that. But I had spent like all day crying and stressing out and like running numbers and trying to like find this medicine that wasn't available. It was back ordered at our local feed store for the last 2 months. It was back ordered all over online. Tractor Supply doesn't even carry anymore. It was just a nightmare. And I finally found it online at this little store, and I bought like a couple of them just to make sure like I wouldn't be out again in this type of situation. But then I found out like the correct dosages for the medicine that I already had. Long story short, we restarted this medicine regimen, but it had been a horrible day, and a friend from back home where we used to live contacted me and said, hey, do you know anyone who would be interested in, or would you be interested in some Nigerian goat bucklings? They were just born yesterday, and I think that, you know, super cute, super great bloodlines and all that. And I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, we're so like caught up in this whole Nigel mess. So she sent me pictures, and I was like, oh man, I'm hooked. So she contacted the breeder, and then I started talking to the breeder, and long story short, we put a deposit down on another buckling. So
he has perfect little boots, and it's the cutest thing. He's mostly white with a little bit of black, but he has boots.
Yeah. Anyway, it is really interesting because he's almost all white with a little bit of like black with roaning over top of it. It's very subtle. But then he's got perfect black socks on all of his feet. And it's just funny because according to the American Dairy Goat Association, he's recorded as a black goat, but when you see him, he looks like a white goat with black boots.
A black goat?
Yeah. So genetically, he's a black goat, but he's white. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Except for the fact that in the goat world, white basically paints over what the goat is genetically. It's confusing. Anyway, we are super excited, so be looking out for a video where we will be doing yet again another road trip to go get this little buckling in April. Like I said, he was just born, like new baby. But we are so excited. We can see everyone rolling their eyes about how many animals we're bringing to the farm this spring. Except us, we're in heaven, so we don't care. Roll them away.
And I hope that Nigel gets better, and I hope he stays alive still.
Yeah, of course. So ultimately, we are still nursing Nigel back to health. He does seem like he's improving. He walked out into the pasture on his own today for the first time in over a week, and he was not crying. He was just walking around, munching on stuff. So while his bowel movements have not returned to normal, the fact that he walked out into the pasture and was grazing on his own was like super positive to me. Like, hopefully that just means like he's feeling better and he's ready to get up and get moving and get back to it. This is in no way like replacing Nigel. That's not the plan. That's not the point. Ultimately, we would love Nigel to have a buddy that is his size, but also be able to continue our lines safely and not be breeding back so tightly to the same genetics. So not only will it open up our genetic lines, but also introduce more colors and yes, be a fail-safe basically, because if we lose our one Nigerian buck, then we lose the ability to make Nigerian dwarfs and mini Nubians. So we just thought that it was important to have two mini Nigerians as multiple pros, and the con is just having one more buck, which is not really a con. So
you said we were gonna have like 2 or 3, and this is
Yeah, I did originally say like we might have 1 or 2, so it's not really straying from the plan. I just didn't expect to do it this soon. I expected to bring one in later, but
Well, the
things
sooner
happen.
the better.
Things align, and it was pretty perfect. He like fell in our laps, so we're super happy about it. And then also the waiting list we were on for the doling for Nigel.
He's a buck.
Yeah, so that doe kidded and she had a single buckling. Yeah, so that's okay. We actually went up that same genetic line and found the grandsire of that line that we were waiting on, and that farm is dropping 2 does in her farm is dropping babies this month, so we will still be getting a doeling just from further up that farm's genetic line, and it'll be a few more weeks until we can pick her out. So we're super excited. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please continue to pray for Nigel that he makes a full recovery and has no long-lasting effects, and that all the goats and animals stay healthy on our farm. Stay tuned. We have lots of updates for you, and as always, we hope you will come back and watch. What are you doing, Jaden?
Subscribe and like this video.
Bye,
Make
guys.
sure you subscribe.